as the Chicago Bulls look to close out the Jazz. But do they have enough left in the tank to get it done? And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And these Bulls have to feel like the time is now to close out the series. They do not want it getting to a Game 7 on the road.
So is Stockton on the bench. Here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. They've got Hornacek. Parna's out there with Morris. And it's Malone. And it's Isley. And it's the point.
You know, I just can't get my head around this decision at this point. I mean, you've got to keep the clock going right now.
Not sure what he was thinking there. I'm sure this will be something Coach will highlight during the next film session.
What a performance by Scottie Pippen, quieting the questions about his back.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Clark, the Bulls looking to close it out tonight. Critical, since very few teams have been able to win a Finals Game 7 on the road.
And you know what, Kevin? If it got to that point, all the momentum would be with the Jazz, having battled back from down 3-1. The Bulls gotta play like this is the Game 7 here.
Oh, once again, you've mapped it out well, Clark. Isley the pass to Morris. Utah moving it around. Hornacek outside. 5 on the clock. Releases. Utah gets it back. Malone. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. And through gritted teeth, Pippen still, coach, getting it done.
Every step is a challenge with that back pain, but he's gutting it out for his teammates.
Jazz trail by 14. Hornacek for 3. And Kerr pulls it down.
And I'm sure he's surprised that one didn't go down.
Well, he's not going to make every shot, but you expect him to make these. He's been a big factor here in the first half, scoring in bunches.
And it's Utah's ball. Isley the pass to Morris. And here's Carr. He kicks it to Hornacek. Out to the wing. Here's Isley. 6 to shoot. Rodman with the rebound.
He was all alone. Just couldn't get it to go. And you hope that doesn't deter him from taking that shot in the future.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
And in this MVP battle so far, Michael Jordan is coming out, I think, coach, on top.
Yeah, Karl Malone not having the same impact as MJ. That's been a factor.
Huge. Back to Malone. Here's Carr. That one, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Jordan. And Jordan slams it in.
How do you expand the lead? Increase it. It takes good play on both ends.
Yeah, it's not just about buckets, not just about stops. You need both.
And in these particular playoffs, the Bulls have lost 4 of their last 5 on the road. They know they've got to get busy and handle their business now.
Hornacek for 3. Rebounded by Wennington.
Utah still struggling from deep. We saw it last.
Oh! Wow!
Typical unselfish play by Wennington. He's not one to force his own shot.
Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Morris, no good. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And here's Kerr from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Hornacek dishes to Morris. No good with the triple. Bulls leading by 22. Here's Kerr for 3. Unable to get that one. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Pass to Isley. Lets it go from deep. Kerr with the rebound.
Sometimes you do things right on offense, and the shots just don't fall.
Pass to Jordan. Driving inside.
And the Utah Jazz not getting a lot from their center position in this series. Both Greg Ostertag and Jeff Forster, relative non-factors.
And the Jazz call time here. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
A different look from Utah. Ryan Russell. He's checked in for Morris. Anderson comes in for Jeff Hornacek. And Stockton subbed in for Isaac. Stockton against Kerr. Back to Stockton. Russell left side. They can use a bucket. The offensive rebound.
Tell you what, you can feel their frustration underneath the surface. It's actually palpable with all these misses.
They're trying to shake it off, but every time they come up short, the panic starts to set in.
And for the Jazz's center trouble, Clark, you can't help but recall the trade deadline deal that almost brought center Ronnie Cycli to Utah.
You know, Kevin, that trade was a done deal, but then somehow it just fell apart and fell through. A big man averaging 15 and 7 in Orlando. Boy, he could have really helped.
Oh, you said it.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Anderson passes to Carr. Another miss by Utah. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 19-4 run right now. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
We just love the energy Rodman brings night in and night out.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Anderson. Chicago grabs the miss. Rodman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jordan. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 28 points for Michael Jordan.
Starting to pull out ahead off the back of some terrific offense.
They are firing on all cylinders, aren't they? Hard to get stops when they're playing with this much energy. Seemed as if he had the angle to finish, but the defense did just enough to throw him off.
That 3 off the mark. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Out to Russell. Wide open look. And that's good for 2. Russell's got 6.
Well, Russell was primed and ready to fire. Once they move the ball over to him, he's good to go.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Russell against Jordan. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Stockton the pass to Malone. That shot off the mark. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we'll be right back after this.